One of the most common phrases for believers is wait on God. So often people say, wait on God. If you're believing in something, if you're believing for a child, if you're believing for a miracle, if you're believing for a spouse, a lot of times persons say, wait on God. But that can be a very heavy burden to carry because we don't know how long the wait is going to be. I liken it to sometimes being on a fast food restaurant drive through and the line is taking a bit longer than usual. You have no idea what's going on inside. Are you waiting on fries? Are they waiting on drinks? Do they not have enough people to serve that day? But the line usually takes 15, 30 minutes. Today it's taken an hour to an hour and a half just to get served. So it seems really difficult because you have no idea. A lot of times when we wait on God, we don't know exactly what we're waiting for. We don't understand the pain of the wait. We don't understand the rejection that is in the wait. We don't understand the protection that may also be in the wait. All we know is that the wait seems long. It seems like a burden. A lot of times we feel like God may even be withholding something, or maybe we are not even sure what's happening. We caught up in our own beliefs and we're not really completely sure we're believing in God, or this is just something that we crafted ourselves. But along the journey, I would encourage you to always pray, to read the Word of God, to find encouragement in the stories of others. One of my favorites is the story of Noah. Noah waited for many, many years for it to rain, and often being laughed at. And I think it's really hard sometimes when persons don't believe in what you may be facing. They look at your life and they say, okay, this person is lazy. They don't work as hard as me. That's why it hasn't happened for them. Or they're not trying enough. Or sometimes in relationships, they say, you're not putting yourself out there. And this is why it hasn't happened for you. But the truth is, you have to trust in God, you have to pray, and you have to believe, and ask Him a lot of times to remind you of His promises. And sometimes He reminds us by peace. It's not always to keep saying the word over and over again to us, but to just give us peace in the middle of the storm. Weight can feel very, very, very heavy. It can feel very, very discouraging, but we must wait on God because what He promises us is so much better than if we rush and have things prematurely.